the roles within the Arturias, but sometimes just the real thing just hits different.
Yeah.
So I think last part of that I finished it in LA, so I was able to have more equipment over there in terms of like either pianos or like Rhodes or Wurlitzers and all those amazing instruments. So to add little details over there to make the song grow was perfect. But yeah, there's a lot of combination between the synthesizer and VSTs and plugins with live instrumentation within the project. So
Yeah.
it was cool to combine those two different ways of producing or creating music.
Absolutely. So do you want me to pull up another one?
Yeah, man. Whatever you feeling, bro.
What do you think, Felix?
Maybe Yonsei.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, 1 second. It's up in here. Let's just get it. Sound the same. Dude, freaking my ankle is like I've been crushing workouts and I'm like the healthiest I've been in my adult life right now.
Okay.
And then like Saturday night, my ankle just started swelling up. And I don't know, like I just aggravated somehow during the week and I'm up here laid out.
You gotta rest. That's the only thing, bro.
Terrible.
You gotta keep it no movement for it. It sucks.
But yeah, you saw me falling on the couch and stuff like that. I was just like leaning in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. So I think before you go into like once once, maybe to talk from my side, my idea for it. Um, I wanted to have some sort of rock influence within my project since it's a genre of music that I really love, I really enjoy. Um, and here's one of those moments where we combine, both the synthetic and the live instrumentation. And for this track, I started with a live drum loop that I had, and I started like playing around with it to make it sound like the groove of what reggaeton is, which is that kick, that four on the floor with the snare, boom, kata, ka, and but to make it sound in a live drum space. And I found a groove that I liked, and the idea started from that. It kind of like gave it a more 70s type sound to it. So from there, I just started to play around with guitars and basses to just have a combination of what a reggaeton or like a reggaeton groove track would be within those type of sounds and instruments. And chords started to come in and everything started to have like feel a little bit more special. So I always thought of working with Ratatat, on my project,
Mm.
and never met them before. Been a huge fan of them for a long time, but because of the feeling and the chords and everything that it had, and it had sort of a rock feel, I felt if they heard it, like it would have been crazy, for at least to like see what they think, and have evacs be open to the idea of me sending this rough idea that I had, explain my vision, and have him understand it and be open, to collaborate with me, even though we don't know each other. We come from different musical backgrounds, but at the end of the day, if something sounds good or feels good, that's all we need as musicians. And he saw the vision, he understood it, and he just did his thing. And as soon as he sent those guitars back, those amazing solos that he does, it just gave it, the sense and the purpose that I always felt the track could have.
Yeah.
And after that was with Setch, which I always felt like he has such an amazing voice. Within his lyrics, he could probably transmit the emotion that the track has. And it just came out perfect. Like the guitars combined perfect with his vocals, the music, the lyrics. So
You say
just
that.
for me to have that approach of, 70s more rock style, um, I think was the best guide that I could give you of the sound that I was looking for. I know we exchanged some references and things
Yeah.
to play around with choruses, effects, and all these things. But yeah, now I'll leave it to you now. When you receive all these elements, how do you approach it?
For sure. Let me see. Let me get this back up here. Just triple check it. First of all, let me have a listen to this track. All right. Like you mentioned before, the fire loop. And that loop, let's see, wait, 1 second here. What am I saying? Okay. A little flanger on that.
Yeah.
It's fun to sneak a flanger in. So that drum loop is consistent throughout the whole song, minus the drops, of course.
Yeah.
And then I have this little side chain trigger. Just trigger anything basically that I want to side chain. And there was some cool stuff going on with some light compression and things like that without taking away from the punch. What's this drum loop sound like?
Oh, that's the filtered part.
The filtered wide, it's like filtered wide and like modulated. And
Yeah.
you did that.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I'm gonna say, just because it has to be said, is, like, you already hear where you want your stuff to go. Like, you're not shooting in the dark. Like, you're painting a good picture, and it's pretty much all there. Just sometimes it just needs to be in focus in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
For
And
sure.
so that's awesome. And the bass is. It's like a distorted.
Yeah. Story of live bass.
And then your other bass guitar is. It's like a big bulldozer bass, but
Yeah.
it sounds cool. Guitar. Oh.
Yes. It's kind of like a mandolin kind of thing.
All that together. So you also have this vocal chop which plays underneath all that, and let's just pull that up right here.
Yeah.
And I just added this little thing where the middle goes to mono or down, and then the high end just goes wide.
Got it.
Super subtle. Probably didn't even need it, but
Yeah.
you can sneak those things in. That's fine. Keys. Sounds so good.
Yeah.
It's just like it's I don't want to say pretty because that makes it soft, but at the same time it's like a
Oh, but it does.
hard.
It occupies that, that feeling over there.
Yeah. And that underneath the guitars on this section, super subtle.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay, we also got this piano here that you got in here, Tiny.
Yeah.
It's like a big stereo warbly.
Yeah, just playing one notes. Yo, Josh, I can't hear you. I don't know if it's just me.
Hello?
Now. Now I hear you.
Okay. Did you guys get any of that guitar or no?
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, so the guitar is freaking dope because if you know any Rat-a-tat music, like it
Yeah,
instantly is like,
it's
oh shit.
signature, yeah.
And they're all basically like up the middle, so they're all recorded so tight. Crazy.
Those are perfect, man.
So yeah, that like the whole second section is just pitched up.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's the same beginning, but in pitched up on the second go around, so it kind of like elevates the energy of the track, and it just like sounded so perfect.
Absolutely. This guitar was also in there.
Yeah, for the verse.
Yeah. Oh, food here too. A plus. Okay, cool. And then at the end, so the main guitar lead also happens again on the second half. It's just a little louder here. Ooh. Yeah, and that filter, that little flange leads into that whole little outro, and it just pops.
Yeah.
And get the outro guitar right here. And it ends like that. There's a little, what is this instrument here? A little tom? Oh yeah, you got a little shake, or what is that? Come on, Josh. Okay. Oh yeah, that little hit at the very, very end.
That track's special. I really love that one.
It's also interesting to think about these songs without the vocal because the vocal's always been in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like now to hear it without, having that, I think it's just a different perspective. But yeah, man, that one's cool. So I think, for to do a last one, since we done like more like different approaches, the ones that are like different vibes in the album, we should do a reggaeton one, I think.
Yep.
Fantasma could be that one.
Let's see. We have about 14 save ases. So the session has been opened up and altered 14 different times from the first initial
Wow.
session. And some of those things could just be like drums up, or
Yeah.
it'd be like
So
part, like who knows,
yeah, it should be minor stuff that, it'll make a difference to us when we're listening to it, but really the elements and what needs to be there is already basically there.
Yes, sir. Okay. Pulling this thing up here. Just gonna have a listen. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, so this instrumental album comes up, and like there's potential to have like maybe all new songs a couple times over.
I mean, who knows what can come out? Like, I know there's no initial idea, rather other than having people enjoy them as instrumentals and not as the actual songs, and get to see everything that went through it. For me as a producer, being a producer's album, But who knows? Maybe something amazing and special comes out of this, and another idea can be born. But for now, I just want people to be free and just enjoy it and make it their own.
For sure, for sure. I just think it's a cool opportunity for people to experiment as well. And
For sure.
it's like sometimes, they can't get a Tiny record for no other reason. It's just because of time and all that stuff. And now some people, hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a thought I had too. Okay,
Yeah, man.
so Fantasma. Let's see here. Let's see how much battery I have. Can run it low, not a problem. Let's see. Wolfie, hook me up. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Can't believe this thing actually works. Just a smacking drum loop. This snare right here, that frequency in that snare is like the main hit right there.
Yeah, it just makes it fuller.
So let's go back to this intro here. What do you got here? Some percussion going in.
Yeah, it's really subtle.
Can you hear that, Tiny?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's going underneath. The vibe starts right away. There's a flute underneath that too.
Yeah.
This is the main flute sound of the song. J comes in right there,
Exactly.
but not in this case.
Not today.
Not today. And then so we got some cool chops going into this little half of the verse section, which introduces new instruments. Your bass.
Yeah.
Cool. What else we got coming in here that we haven't heard yet? So the sub. Nice little pulse and sub right there. That with the drums. Your synth lead. Let's see what this is here. That spicy lead underneath the dark lead. Yeah. So this one's spicy. And that one's out of the way of the other one. Mute J. So Fantasma. Let's just put this all together. I know I'm missing some parts here.
We could pull the other session.
Say what now?
We could pull the other session. There was like two. If you mean that.
No. I just was mean. I'm just like missing parts. I'm calling out.
Okay.
Yeah. At the end, you gotta. Oh yeah, here we got this pluck here, Tiny.
Yeah, for the verse. Yeah.
Love this one.
A distorted lead.
That shit sounds like winter time, like frigid conditions and things are
Yeah.
serious. You know, it adds some cool shit to the track, like a fire type of vibe.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Vocoder. That one's fire.
Yeah.
It's like has a side chain on it, so it's pumping and it's modulating slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Just sounds very purposeful.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Can't meet processing. Great. Okay, so vocoder. Okay, so we haven't played this one yet. This arpeggio.
Yeah, that's that outro. That's the midsection.
Going into a veces.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a. It's you have so many like different. All of your songs are playing and are interplaying with the other ones,
Yeah.
and there's always a lot of scene changes in all of your productions.
Exactly. But this one is a really, you notice that, moment. There's a transition and then it becomes something else. So that was really cool to have a moment like that, on the album.
For sure. A veces. Or no, I mean, I'm going to a veces. So when we pulled in a veces, let me just show everyone here to make sure that we had it tight and ready. The mix would just pass through here, and we would just line it up with this, just to tighten it up. It's not gonna be balanced properly, but oh, and I didn't have it soloed, of course. Hold on. That's my coffee, everyone. And to get that transition right is like sometimes takes a little back.
Yeah, it's tough.
It was fun making this album.
No, thank you so much, again for going on that journey, with me and make it sound the best it could. I feel it came out perfect. It couldn't be, been in better hands, and I know people really enjoyed it, and now get to hear like some of that work more detailed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's gonna be really cool. For him to experience it and to see you, get your perspective and your approach to working on some of the tracks that they like and enjoy. I think that's something very important that people need to like see a lot more, understand, and see all of that process that goes behind getting that final product. So thank you so much for the time again and having a conversation with me and all these people that enjoy all that music that really put hard work to it.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, it's like it sometimes since we do this every day, day in day out, you forget that people really enjoy listening to the music, and when they hear it, no matter where they are in their place in life, like it transcends them into a special place and a place that they remember forever. As a listener, it just travels on forever. So, it's nice to be able to recognize that sometimes and understand that actually does happen every freaking day.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're just like this, like just going. But when it affects in and treats other people's lives a little bit better, I think it's the most special part of what we do. So,
Amen. Yeah, man. No, it was really cool. I know that they get to enjoy these little moments. So, thank again. Thank you again.
sure.
Um, we'll keep on working some stuff so people can, keep enjoying and hearing, our music. So, I'm gonna have them enjoy now. The album comes out at 8 p.m. a las 8 de la noche. So just can't wait for the guys, everybody to hear it. So thank you, my brother. It was a pleasure having this conversation, with the great Josh Goodwin.
Hey,
And yeah, man. Till next time.
till next time, Tiny. Peace, my brother.
Peace, bro. Bueno, ya vieron Corillo. Escucharon ahí al gran Josh Goodwin. Sorry para los que no hablan inglés, ese es su idioma, solo tuvimos que hacerlo en inglés, pero buscaremos la manera y yo grabo este live y buscamos cómo ponerle subtítulos o algo para que quisiera entender un poquito más lo que le estaba hablando, pero nada, gracias por sacar un ratito y ver este live acá conmigo y con Josh, el disco instrumental de Fantasmaaaaa a las 8 de la noche. Así que nada, disfrútenselo, hagan lo que quieran con él, úsenlo para lo que les pueda ayudar. Sé que es un disco de instrumental, no es algo, o sea, no son canciones, pero ya los temas los tienen. So, ver qué se les ocurre con eso, pues, o sea, ya tienen esa herramienta. So, gracias de nuevo por el apoyo que le han dado al disco, a mí, el proyecto. Durante todo este año. Y nada, cerrarlo así con el disquito instrumental para mí es súper cool. Y nada, ahí vemos que viene, lo que queda de este año y el que viene. So, bendiciones a toda mi gente, se les quiere, gracias de nuevo. Y nada, ya que pasen linda noche, lindo día, tarde, el horario que sea donde estén. Mando un abrazo. Chequeamos mi gente.